Welcome to amazing Vietnam. Before embarking on your travel plans to any destination, it's essential to establish a schedule, set a budget, and consider money-saving strategies through small tips. In this video, Amazing Vietnam presents 11 ways to save money in Vietnam. Vietnam boasts stunning natural landscapes and diverse local cultures spanning from north to south. To ensure an enriching travel experience while staying within budget, here are 11 money-saving tips for your trip across this beautiful country. 1. Eat local food. In recent years, Vietnam has become a very popular tourist destination, so there are a lot of restaurants and hostels serve Western food at Western prices. However, in order to save money, you can eat at street food stalls. The food here is cheap, delicious, and cooked in front of you. Eating at street food stalls is a way through the many different kinds of Vietnamese dishes. For example, pho is a Vietnamese special one, but the cost is just under $2, £1 and 23 pence a bowl, and rice dishes are similarly priced. Local restaurants are generally only marginally more expensive, charging under $5, around £3, for similar dishes. In addition, if you want a truly authentic Vietnamese dining experience, I suggest having a peek at With Locals. It's a website that connects local hosts with hungry travelers. Each host offers a different package, and experiences range from eating a meal with a local family to being taught how to cook the dishes yourself. Prices range from $5 to $50, but also bear in mind that some of the hosts are offering activities as well as a hearty party. Here are some popular street foods for backpackers in Vietnam. 1. Pho, iconic noodle soup with beef or chicken. 2. Banh mi, crispy baguette sandwich with various fillings. 3. Bun cha, grilled pork served with vermicelli noodles. 4. Banh xeo, crispy pancake filled with shrimp and pork. 5. Com tam, broken rice with grilled pork and egg. 6. Boi quan, fresh spring rolls with shrimp and pork. Good news for beer enthusiasts. Beer in Vietnam is affordable, with plenty of drinking spots along streets and canals. A can of beer costs around VND 17,000, similar to a bottle of water. Look out for local vendors selling refreshments along the streets. Fresh coconut, when in season, goes for about VND 10,000 per coconut. Don't miss Vietnamese coffee, priced at VND 15,000 per cup, for a delightful aromatic experience. Enjoying local cuisine and drinks is an excellent way to save money and immerse yourself in Vietnamese culture. 2. When making long journeys, sleep on the overnight bus. If you are traveling extensively through Vietnam, you will almost certainly be making some long journeys. We're talking 8 hours plus. Save on a hostel by taking these journeys at night. This is not a guaranteed good night's sleep, but you can always spend the next day dozing at the beach or taking it easy wandering around your next destination. 3. Book your rooms tactically. When traveling as a couple or with friends, consider guest houses that charge per room, not per person. Sometimes, a private room can be as affordable as a dorm. Compare sleeping options and prices before booking. Also, teaming up with fellow travelers heading in the same direction can help negotiate better prices for rooms and transportation. Booking in advance can also have its advantages. Some hostels and guest houses offer free bus stop or train station pickup, which can save money on taxis. Be sure to check this when you book. For travel Vietnam during the off-peak season, when planning your trip, the first decision is timing. Opt for a period that offers cheaper flight tickets, accommodation, and tourist services. Consider Vietnam's tropical climate and peak holiday times. Visit after the rainy season, from November to April, to avoid rain and summer heat. Avoid peak summer vacation from June to July due to weather and crowds. Tet Holiday, around January to February, is a traditional family event worth experiencing, but book early due to high demand. Note that many restaurants may be closed during Tet. 5. Bargain. In Vietnam, except for supermarkets, shops, and street vendors often quote prices higher than the actual price. So before making a purchase, it's wise for backpackers to check online prices and be prepared to bargain with the seller. Don't hesitate to negotiate. It's a common practice in Vietnam. If the seller doesn't agree, politely thank them and walk away. Often, they'll call you back and offer the item at the price you're willing to pay. 6. Get a local SIM card in Vietnam. Get a local SIM card to avoid roaming charges. You can easily purchase one at the airport or select convenience stores. Viettel is the most popular mobile service provider. A SIM card costs around VND 60,000 with VAT and activation fees included. Recharge VND 50,000 to extend your account for another 30 days. Skip this if you don't travel to areas with no internet connection. Most hostels, shopping malls, convenience stores, and restaurants in Vietnam will have free Wi-Fi for their guests. 7. Learning about the tourist area backpacker. The backpacker resorts are great for saving money in Vietnam because you can find anything you want without having to pay exorbitant prices for it. Located along pedestrian-friendly streets, these areas have vibrant bars, street food stalls, street markets, and a multitude of travel agencies, motels, and hotels. A typical example of the backpacker area in Vietnam is Pham Ngo Lao Street in Ho Chi Minh City. Located in the city center, within a 10-minute walk from Ben Ton Market and Ho Chi Minh Museum of Fine Arts, thus saving extra cash on public transport. 8. The cheap way of going sightseeing. Exploring an area on your own can be a lot cheaper than paying for an organized tour. Renting a bike is extremely cheap. Bike rental in Hoi An costs just $1 a day, and local buses between cities and towns cost next to nothing. A lot of Vietnamese cities are also very walkable, Hanoi in particular, and are full of free temples and museums. Pick up a map from your hostel and take yourself on a walking tour around the city. 9. Visiting locations with no fees. Vietnam has many of the most spectacular temples and landscapes in the world. Some attractions do not have an admission fee, such as Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, Hanoi, Notre Dame Cathedral, Ho Chi Minh City, and Saigon Central Post Office. You can look on Google or ask professional tour guides for information on costs to plan your sightseeing trip. 10. Visa exemption in Vietnam. As an effort to boost tourism activities in Vietnam, the government has many policies to reduce the amount of time and effort for getting a visa to travel to Vietnam. You can refer to the Vietnam Ministry of Foreign Affairs website to see if your country is on the Vietnam visa exemption list. If your country is on this list, you can save yourself at least $25, which could be enough to get a decent meal and one-night stay at a hostel. 11. Choose the right transportation in Vietnam. When booking your flights, make sure to avoid peak times like national holidays in Vietnam because you will find cheaper tickets. Once you arrive at the airport, you can take the airport bus to get to your hotel for about VND 20,000, VND 40,000, it depends on the kind of bus. In Vietnam, there are various transportation options available, but walking is often the best choice as it allows you to see and experience more while saving on transportation costs. The bus is the most affordable option, with fares as low as VND 6,000 per trip in Ho Chi Minh City. Sharing a taxi or renting a car with a group can also help reduce costs. Be sure to check distances in advance and use fare meters based on posted rates. Paying with local currency is recommended. If you found this video enjoyable, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching.